What's up, my Century Guinness? It's the Sentiment here. So this is my predictions for SummerSlam 2023. This is the first SummerSlam to take place in the month of August for the first time for almost 2 years since the 2021 event, because last year's event was in the month of July. This is the first WWE event to take place at Ford Field in Detroit, Michigan since WrestleMania 23 back in 2007. And the first SummerSlam event to take place in the state of Michigan since 1993. So almost 3 decades since a SummerSlam to take place in the state of Michigan. Anyway, so we got 8 matches on the card. By the way, this is the first prediction video I did on this channel since the Night of Champions show from this year. I think the Night of Champions show, that was in May. This show is in August, so it's about 3 months, I think. Yeah, 3 months. Yeah, May, June, July, we're in August, so technically 4 months, but anyway, so yeah, 8 matches on the card. So the first match to predict in this predictions video, this is a 20-man Slim Jim SummerSlam Battle Royale. Battle Royals in professional wrestling, they can end up being a hit or a miss. This is likely to be a miss, and this is just a way to promote Slim Jim. And like, there's some competitors confirmed in this Battle Royal: L.A. Knight, Sheamus, Tommaso Ciampa, Shinsuke Nakamura, Otis, and Chad Gable. I'm going to keep it short and simple. I'm going to go with LA Knight to win this Battle Royal, even though there's no championship on the line. It'd be good if they did like a Battle Royal for money, but it's just a meaningless, pointless Battle Royal to promote Slim Jims. Like I said, like the rumors they're going to push LA Knight, you know, but LA Knight's a good worker, to be honest, good talker, and they're gonna, like, my gut feeling, they're going to like bury the fuck out of him because of his age, but I think that's BS. But so far in his main roster run, he hasn't won a single championship. You know, the only title he won in WWE, that's in NXT, that's the $1 Million Championship. You know, he's won championships in Impact Wrestling. You know, he's a former Impact Wrestling World Champion. You know, and King of the Ring, not King of the Ring, the King of the Mountain Championship, and a tag team champion with Scott Steiner. You know, and also he's an NWA World Tag Team Champion with James Storm. He's won everything in different promotions, but in WWE, is the $1 Million Champion. So far, he's never won a mid-card title and a world title yet, you know, but he's on it. But anyway, he deserved more better. But yeah, let's move on to the next match. You know, otherwise I'm gonna ramble, trying to keep it short and simple. Anyway, so the next match we got Ricochet taking on Logan Paul. I'm gonna go with Ricochet. Logan Paul, man, why do they keep doing this? I don't mind him as a worker, you know. He's a fine worker, but for me, do not care. I don't understand, man. I don't understand. He's just there to get the fame, you know. My gut feeling, and it's a worse feeling, that he's going to be champion. What? I think he's going to be a mid-card champion. I don't see him winning the WWE champion, and he's a bit of a hypocrite, you know. He's, you know, last year at, I think it was that Saudi Arabia show, was it Crown Jewel? You know, he fought against Roman Reigns, injured his knee in that match, and then all of a sudden he's retired. And then months later, you know, he came back at the Royal Rumble. You know, he fought against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania this year. I think it was night 1. Or night 2, I think it's night 1. I think it's night 1 or night 2. I can't remember. But the reason why they're doing this, because what they did at the Royal Rumble of this year, you know, they did this spot, you know. I understand why they do that. They're trying to recreate the Ricochet, Will Ospreay spot they did in Japan years ago. Ricochet, I'm going to say again the victory. Ricochet's buried. He's done. What they did to Ricochet is bullshit, man. Like, the only championship he won was the United States title. That was way back in, what, 2019? 2019. You know, in New Japan, he was the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champion with different tag teams, and you know, he's won championships in the Indies. But I think he was a star in Dragon Gate USA, in Japan, but in WWE, I think he was United States champion. I might be wrong. Let me check. I forgot he was Intercontinental Champion and the United States Champion. That was in the main roster, and then in NXT I think he was the first North American Champion. I'm not too sure, but I think they misused Ricochet. I think he's an underrated worker, but let's move on. So the next match, this is for the this is for the Intercontinental Championship. Gunther, the leader of the Imperium, with Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci in their corner. This is a singles match, by the way, defending the Intercontinental Championship belt against Drew McIntyre. This is difficult, you know. Like, they had that really good match at WrestleMania months ago. It was a triple threat match. Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew. You know, Gunther is a really good worker, man. I think he's a good champion. By gut feeling, I think his time as the Intercontinental Champion is nearly at an end. But Drew, I don't know. This is going to be a guess. If I ramble, it's going to be very long. But I'm trying to keep this prediction video short. I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre. But I go with I'm going to go with Gunther. It's hard to make up my mind because my gut feeling, the reason why I think they're going to keep him as Intercontinental Champion to break the Honky Tonk Man's record as the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. Was it 425 days? So I'll go with Gunther to hold on the belt. You know, if Drew wins, I'll be okay with it. You know, I think Drew hasn't really touched a singles goal for almost 2 years. I think he dropped the belt to the Miz. Was that Elimination Chamber 2 years ago? So the next match, this is a triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship. Asuka defending the belt against Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair. I'm gonna go with Asuka retaining the belt. I think it's the second. I think it's the second pay-per-view that the women's title defend on the pay-per-view, because they start doing Raw, SmackDown Women's Championship belts, and now it's just the Women's Championship and the Women's World Title Championship. The Women's World Champion is Rhea Ripley on Raw. I think Asuka is on SmackDown. I check. I don't know. I think. Yeah, I think this is the first. This is the first pay-per-view match that the women's titles defended on a pay-per-view since they, like I said, stopped doing the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championship belts. But I'm gonna go with Asuka defending the belt. Asuka needs some new challenges, new fresh blood, because for the last few months, Asuka been feuding with Charlotte Flair, even though they've been feuding for years. Bianca Belair, probably do a rematch, and then they need new challenges for Asuka, man. Anyway, so let's move on to the next match. This is a MMA rules match. Rowdy Ronda Rousey taking on the Queens of Spades, Shayna Baszler. They were friends, they met at the, I think it was the Ultimate Fighting Show, because at the time I never knew this Shayna Baszler fight in the UFC, but Shayna and Ronda was in the UFC. Ronda became a big star in the UFC. Shayna, I think Shayna did have some fights, and then she's not really a. I don't think she was a massive star in the UFC. I think in that interview, that like in that not like room to room interview, like they do like interviews with Ronda and Shayna leading up to this match at the pay-per-view. Ronda, Shayna used to be Ronda's sparring partner. Like Shayna, I don't think Shayna did wasn't really a fight, wasn't really a big star in the UFC. I check her record. Her record in the UFC is piss poor. Every MMA company she went, she had a decent record, but in the UFC, it was bad. Like her first fight in the UFC was against Betha Correa, and that was in 2014. That was at UFC 177, and she lost by a TKO. Then she lost to Amanda Nunes at UFC Fight Night in 2015, a year later. That was also a TKO leg kick. And then her final fight as an MMA fighter before going in pursuing, I think, I think she was kind of like in her run as a professional wrestler. I'm not too sure. Against Reina Munia, it was a decision unanimous. Yeah, but anyway, so far in the, she's the same in WWE. She's not really, Ronda's like, you could say, a top star for the women. Like, she was Raw Women's Champion, SmackDown Women's Champion. She won the Women's Royal Rumble match last year. And so far for Shayna Baszler, she's a tag team champion, in her main roster run. I know she was NXT Women's Champion back in her days in NXT, but I'm gonna go with Ronda. No, actually, I'm gonna scratch that. I'm gonna give for me. I know she was in the UFC for 2 years, but anyway, I'm gonna go with Shayna getting the victory. I think they'll probably do 2 matches. I can see Ronda leaving anytime soon. Shayna is older than Ronda. Like Shayna is about 5 years older than Ronda. I never knew. I never knew she's in her 40s, man. She is soon to be 43 years of age. And Ronda is 36. So it's about 7 years. A 7-year gap between Ronda and Shayna. But, yeah, I'm going to go with Shayna Baszler because she needs that win, man. I think that, what they did to Shayna so far in the main roster run is so criminal. I don't want to get into it. Otherwise, it'll be a very long prediction video. So... moving on to the next match. This match is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth freaking Rollins taking on Finn Balor. I'm gonna go with Finn Balor, man. My gut feeling that with Damian Priest holding the briefcase, I can see Damian breaking away. I think the Judgment Day is nearly at an end because Rhea and Dominic's doing their own thing because Rhea's the Women's World Champion. Dominic's just now the North American Champion in NXT. I think Finn needs to get the belt. I think both. It's really good to see Judgment Day winning all the belts, But that's not going to happen. I don't want to see this group getting broke apart, But I'm gonna go with Finn getting the Finn needs to win the championship, And also it's very funny, This is their first SummerSlam match for almost 7 years. Yeah, since SummerSlam 2016. They fought for the first ever, the inaugural Universal Championship. That was bad. I don't know. I think it's bad due to Finn Balor's shoulder injury. That really lost so much momentum. And then his next championship win was winning the IC title back in 2018, 2019. I think at this moment in time, Finn is starting to gain back his momentum. I think he needs to win the World Heavyweight Championship on this show. Anyway, let's move on to the next match. I think I covered most of it, Anyway, so if they had another match like the day before the show, I'll do like an update and talk about that new added match. Anyway, so the next match we've got Cody Rhodes taking on Brock Lesnar. This has got to be the blow off because I think they fought at that Saudi Arabia show. I think it was Night of Champions. No, they fought at Backlash in Puerto Rico. I think Brock got a win back in Saudi Arabia in that Night of Champions show. So it's one apiece. Get my words up. You know, it's one each between Cody and Brock. No, one apiece. You know, one of the reasons peaches. But anyway, so I think this is going to be Cody win. I don't understand why they did this. This is a Vince McMahon decision. This is not a Triple H decision. Like, I thought this is going to be Cody Roman again at SummerSlam. Cody's going to win the title, but unfortunately, no. Are they going to save it for next year's WrestleMania 40? But I don't think it's not going to happen. But never say never. I'm going to say Cody getting the victory, man. If Brock wins, that'd be bad taste, man. You know, it's just a way. I feel like my gut feeling. I hope it's not. They're basically trying to punish Cody for what they did years ago, but that makes no sense because you like pushing Cody so far. You know, winning the Rumble, even though he lost to Roman at WrestleMania this year, but Cody needs to get back in that world title picture. You know, I think. Like, if he loses to Brock, all this momentum he has is all gone. You know, losing to a part-time like Brock, you know, like I think Brock will probably leave again, and that's it. You know, I think Brock's still got a few years left. You know, like anyway, for Cody, you know, when he came back, he's kind of like the hottest free agent at this moment in time. So far, losing to Roman. And this feud with Brock is kind of hurt his momentum a bit. So anyway, I think I say Cody getting the victory to end the rivalry, and probably move back to the Roman Reigns rivalry. And speaking of Roman Reigns, and so this is likely to be in the main event. This is for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. This is a tribal combat with the recognition of the tribal chief. We've got the tribal chief Roman Reigns defending the belt against Jey Uso. You know, they basically got away from the bloodline. I don't see Jey winning the belt. Yeah, you got Paul Heyman and Solo Sikoa. I can see, is Jimmy gonna turn on Jey? Like, I don't know, man. My gut feeling, like, on one hand, is it going to work? You know, having tag team splitting up to few, like the Hardys did it years ago. Back in, they broke up the Hardys. You know, their feud did not lit up the world. It didn't like caught fire. You know, it caught fire in TNA when they do the broken stuff, but in their feuds, their rivalry in WWE. Did not work, but at the same time, I think their time as a tag team is nearly at the end because they've done as a tag team, they won the tag team titles multiple times. I think it's time to move on. But you know, I could see Jimmy could, you know, I don't know. You know, I heard Roman lost his first loss. That was at Money in the Bank last year in London. Oh, not last year in London, last month in London, my apologies, but I think the bloodline at this moment in time, I think that's nearly at an end. You know, the bloodline's been around for 2 years, and the Usos are gone. I looked at it, they're gone. You know, but I don't see Jimmy turn on his brother Jey and reunite with Roman Reigns. But Jey winning the belt, no. You know, I don't think. You know, I can see Roman holding the belt much longer. I don't know, but it's hard to really say because Roman should have dropped the belt to Cody at WrestleMania. I think they botched that, man. Like, I think that at this moment in time for Roman, I think Roman at this moment in time doesn't really need to be champion anymore. You know, he's done it. You know, there's rumors like Roman is going to retire after this, pursue a career like acting, like his cousin The Rock. But I don't know. Can't predict the future. But anyway, if I'm gonna guess, I have to go with Roman, man. You know, Jay winning the belt, I don't think it's going to work. You know, if Jay wins that belt, you know, they're not gonna book him like a world champion. They're gonna book him like a tag team guy holding the world championship. So anyway, so that's my predictions for SummerSlam 2023. So I'm going to recap before I end this video. LA Knight winning the Slim Jim SummerSlam Battle Royal. Shayna Baszler winning this MMA rules match. You know, do it like speaking of the MMA rules match. I don't think it's going to work. You know, AEW did it like 2 years ago. Jake Hager taking on Wardlow. Good fight, but one thing: this is a professional wrestling show. Anyway, yeah, I predict Shayna Baszler to win that. Gunter, retaining the Intercontinental Championship. Ricochet defeat Logan Paul. Asuka retaining her Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair. Finn Balor winning the World Heavyweight Championship. I think it's the second or third match on pay-per-view. I'm not too sure on it. Cody defeat Brock to end the rivalry, and Roman retain the undisputed WWE Championship and still keep the Tribal Chief name. So anyway, folks, that's my predictions for SummerSlam 2023. The review itself, it might not be on Sunday. It might be Sunday or Monday. Anyway, stay tuned for that. So, and also, speaking of the weekend, stay tuned for this weekend for my review of SummerSlam 1994. So, thanks for watching, guys. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash the like button, click the like, click the bell. Subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube. Be part of the Central Unit for more wrestling videos and more. And this is the Central Man officially signing out. Check.